All right, good, whatever time it is, afternoon. I think I'm here. Let's just see. AM. Let's delete this post because it is just ugly. We don't need that one now. Good day, everybody. Whatever time it is. I need water. Hi, Susan. Hi, Kathy. I'm just going to ink in this girl today. Hi, Julie. Because I just got back from the neurologist after waiting for a whole year to find out, surprise, that I don't have Parkinson's, that I have essential tremors, which is kind of what I thought I was going through. So now I just need to figure that all out, you know? And interestingly enough, this picture that I was able to show him of my hand this morning, he said he could see the shake. Like, look at the X and the W and the Y. He said, I see exactly what's going on. So this photo helped the doctor to figure out what it is that's going on at my brain or my hands. So now what I have to do is I have to stop drinking Coke, which I kind of knew. I wanted my last one yesterday, but it didn't happen because my husband bought me some crazy natural cola drink. That's just dogs playing. And so I didn't get one. So I didn't ask him, but I know there are, because I think I'm kind of addicted now. I did not ask him, but I think there are cola drinks, including Cokes, that are caffeine free. I didn't ask him if I could have those or not because he's a doctor and he'll probably say, well, which he did say, why don't you just get a glass of water with strawberries? It's so much better. I'm like, you don't have any idea. Anyway. That's where I'm at. So I'm very happy that I do not have Parkinson's and it's not anything horrible. I have to be on something called a beta blocker. Is that right? That he's prescribing me today. I had one from my other doctor. I took it one day and I think I was here that same day. It was not good. And he said, well, it's a matter of finding the right one. So just keep trying. So we'll find the right dosage and everything. So that's the key, I guess. 8 hours of sleep, that's important. And I need to get a therapist. He said, I said, help me find a good therapist. And he said, really, there's no good therapist that a friend won't do. He said, you just need somebody to talk to. He said, because you do all the work. They just go, uh-huh. And that's a good therapist. So I'm like, oh, well, I have 25,000 followers who can listen to me talk every day. And he said, that's good. And my husband's like shaking his head going, you get a little too personal there. So I think I'll still look for a therapist. He said, get this. He said, journal. I'm like, man, do you know what you're saying? Because I journal daily. I have a great app on my phone called Journal Me. It's, if you have a iPhone app, you gotta take some water. If you have an iPhone, there's an app called Journal Me, which is fabulous because you can upload your photos and then write a sentence if you want. You don't have to write a whole lot, but some days I write way more than I should. And my children will get it someday and go, God, my mom should have been locked up. Oh man, that water's good. Anyway, I want a different R here. So I'm making a different R. So yeah, that's the deal. I had a really nice doctor who I liked a lot, and I get to talk to him again over Zoom. LMNOPQURST. No, that's not right, is it? Does that U belong there? HIJKLMNOPQR. Okay, so that's going to have to be a heart or something because it can't stay a U. And I'm not redrawing this girl, so I guess a heart is what's going to happen there. How did I get a U there? Oy vey. So anyway, it's a great app if you don't want to handwrite your journal entries and thoughts. It just stays on your phone. Probably. Hey, Woody, stop. This is a U right here. Craziness. Anyway, so yeah, no caffeine. Did you know that there's, and I did know this, did you know that there's caffeine in chocolate? So he said low amounts of chocolate. I said, do you know who you're talking to? So yeah, I got to cut the chocolate down. I said dark chocolate, which I don't even like. And he said, no chocolate. So whatever has caffeine in it is gone. Coffee, tea, which I don't drink, thank God. Thank God I don't drink coffee. I don't know what else he said. Oh, 8 hours of sleep? That's a joke. I mean, really? 8 hours of sleep? I'm trying to decide how to do her hair. I think I just want dashes here. Anyway, 8 hours of sleep, lower my anxiety. I had to fill out a 5-page form. They do this form or this test with these questions for Parkinson's. And by filling out the questionnaire, he figured out that I don't have Parkinson's. Isn't that crazy? I thought I would need to have an MRI or like I was pretty high anxiety today of what was going to happen at the doctor's. My dogs are playing, by the way. They're not fighting. Anyway, I didn't have to have anything else. No MRI. No, nothing else. Just this crazy questionnaire that asked you all kinds of questions that are important if you have Parkinson's. So, and he ruled that out like in the first 5 minutes, but I was still shaky. My hands were still shaky. He goes, well, this tells me it's not just anxiety. So, yep. So now I get to be on something called a beta blocker. We'll all learn about that together. CJ, yeah, you got to stop drinking soda, girlfriend. He said, you know, all the people that are drinking those sparkly waters that you see now all over the place, he said that's because everybody's got too much anxiety. His office was packed. There were so many people in there, all trying to find out why they're shaking. Crazy, right? I wish that heart didn't have to be there. I'm going to counterbalance it with a heart over here. We'll put in a few others. So it looks like they're supposed to be there. Maybe 3. Anyhow, now I'm going to put in a few more. I'll have to erase this to see if I can find more spots. Well, anyway, that works. I guess it's counterbalanced now. I don't know. So, yeah. I waited a whole year to find out what I pretty much already thought it was going to be. He said, you've kind of self-diagnosed yourself. And I said, well, I had to, because I kept trying to get in to find a neurologist. And I said, they just kept denying me because of my insurance. And he said, no, you waited so long to see the best neurologist. He was so cute. I think I have a thing for Indian doctors. We have the same sense of humor. My obstetrician, when I had my babies, was Dr. Mossad Mofid, and he was Indian. He was so cute. We had just the same sense of humor. He was hysterical. And this guy today was hysterical. I loved him. Okay. Julie says, I just gave up Diet Pepsi 13 years ago. You didn't? Oh, you gave up Diet Pepsi 13 years ago. I was a junkie. No drink, spin drift. No, now I drink spin drift. What's that? Is that one of those sparkly drinks? I tried a sparkly drink before. I don't like them. I like Perrier water. So he said to get those kind of things, just natural, sparkly. They're not natural, but sparkling waters with fruit in them. Not the fruit flavored ones, but real fruit. Just drop it in. Kiwi, strawberries, berries of any kind. Cucumber, you know, that kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna try. It's not a sparkling drink. Kevin says, my favorite is Propel grape flavor. Oh, grape. I don't know, Kevin. I'm not a grape flavored anything. But I'll try whatever you guys suggest. I'll go get a few different drinks. But really, I think my best plan is just to quit cold turkey. I did it before with Diet Coke. It's only been a year since I kind of started drinking Coke. He's so funny. He goes, don't take anything that's going to hype you up. Not my husband, the doctor. And I said, oh, like what? He goes, meth. I said, yeah, I certainly am not going to take meth, but thank you for your suggestion. Let's go here and erase a little bit. Kevin, as always, your Alpha Betty is so cute. Miss Betty. All right. Oh, Propel. They have other flavors too, and it has electrolytes. Okay, I'll look. And then Julie, I'll try those when we go to Kansas. Kevin says, I had to quit all carbonated and caffeinated beverages a few years ago. I drink only water, but use flavor sleeves. Oh, that's what it is? A flavor sleeve. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to look into it. A flavor sleeve. Are those like the little packets? Because my friend Ann Scott, that's all she talks about are flavor packets. So my husband is supposed to be inside right now sanding the cabinets, but so I wasn't going to be able to do this right now because it gets really loud with him sanding. And then he's outside getting his sanding equipment, and lo and behold, he runs into another issue. All we have in our life, when the guy's like, the doctor's like, do you think you could curb your anxiety? I'm like, no, because stuff happens every day to us. I don't know about other people, but in our lives, all we have is anxiety, both my husband and I. So he opens up his truck, and there's a chipmunk, which I think is a squirrel. And he's freaking out, trying to get it out. So he's taken everything out of his truck. He's going to go for a drive, and hopefully the squirrel falls out of his truck. I don't really understand that, but he said his dad's truck years ago got a rodent in it, and it cost thousands of dollars to get everything fixed. I'm putting little dots on the ends of these because I think it's kind of cute with her hair. So I hope that the thing falls out, because otherwise I think I'm going to try a stink bomb or something to get it out of there. So that's just the last thing we needed, because we rushed home from the doctor so that my husband could start on the on the kitchen. All right, so now I'm just going to do the alphabet here. I'm using a little bit wider pen. Anyway, that's how my morning was. It was basically a good morning, I think. I think that was the best of all outcomes. It doesn't ever go away, essential tremors. They can get worse, which doesn't make me very happy. But like he said, he asked if we were religious, and he said, find a religious group. And I said, well, not really very religious. And that's when he said, telehealth. And I'm like, what's that? And he goes, well, you can find a therapist online. And then I said, well, we are kind of religious. We live in nature. And he said, great. 30 minutes a day in nature. Just walk around the forest. And I said, I can do that. I said, nature is definitely my church. So that works. Julie says, my friend was driving to Texas and a snake came out of her vent. Oh my God. That's awful. I always think of that because years ago when I was little, do you remember people ever talking about like alligators coming out of toilets and stuff back in the day? I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if it's a true story, or if my parents told me that so I would make sure I would flush the toilet all the way or something. But I've always like freaked out, even in my own house, to sit down on my toilet and think that something's going to come out of it at me. Right? I mean, so scary. Things like that are very frightening to me. I couldn't imagine driving his car and then the chipmunk coming out going, no, not you guys. Get back down. I wasn't making noises at you. Dogs. Silly. Silly dog. Okay. We're getting there. Slow but sure. Did everybody do their grill today besides Kevin? Anybody besides Kevin? Because Kevin is a daily good guy. Oh, look, I wanted to share this. I have decided on my substrate for the month of September. And the reason is because this is easy to take with me. Look, I'm going to make a journal book out of 70, what do you call these? 45 records, 45s. They were in my stash. One is Cinderella, one is Bambi, so they're kids' records. And I'm certainly not going to play them anymore. I may paint them. I probably for sure will make a new label for them. And then I'm going to just cut, hopefully, this size circle, whatever that is. Let's see. So my book will definitely be circle, 5-inch circles here. And then I can take the circular paper with me and then come back and pop it into the book. I mean, doesn't that sound like fun? Because our prompts for the month of September are, and I don't want to look at them, Lyrics on the Loose, September 2025. And it says, can you name the song and the artist from each lyric? I think she means me, but I'll try. And I am pretty excited to do those lyrics for the month. But that way I can take the paper with me if I'm traveling, because I'm traveling a bunch during the month. And you can get those 45 records at almost any thrift store for cheap. Or you could use a 33, and those are big. Or you could use a 78, and those are big, I think, right? But I was able, these are vinyl, like flimsy. So I was able to use my crocodile to punch a hole in it. So that's kind of cool. And yes, it's true, I do keep a stash of record albums in my house to craft with. Although that's the last of the 45s, because I used to decorate them and then put them in the mail and send them to people. I think I did one last year for someone very special. I don't know. I can't remember. But I thought that the record album thing would be fun. And I have a pad of paper that has, it's music paper that has lines on it. So I think I'm going to use that for the pages, because I've had it for a very long time and never known what to do with it. But I also have an old hymnal that I bought somewhere, thrift store somewhere. I certainly didn't steal it, because that would be bad juju. Stealing anything would be bad juju. Okay. I have so much to do to get ready for my father-in-law's memorial. My son just gave me extra work to do. He wants me to handwrite all these quotes that people did about my father-in-law on cardstock so that we can place them all around the Catholic Church where it's at. And I'm like, buddy, I don't have time for that. But you know I will do it. You know I will. So, we'll see. And then the day that we get home, we'll get home really late from Utah next week for my father-in-law's celebration of life. We'll get home, and then I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get on an airplane to go to Kansas. I don't even think I'm going to have time to wash clothes, so I'm going to have to pack 2 different sets of clothing. Kind of crazy. I do lead a crazy life. So why do I have essential tremors? Oh, heck, I don't know. Anxiety? Who, me? No, not at all. Okay, almost done here. Okay. Now this has to be a skinnier pen. That was a 5. So I think I don't want a 03. I think I want a 02 if I have one. I do. I was telling my mother-in-law last night that I have a class on Saturday, a class on Sunday, and then Monday is a holiday, but I don't get holidays, so I'll be packing Monday. And then Tuesday is my birthday, but I don't do anything for my birthday except get ready. And then Wednesday we take the dogs to the lady who watches them, and we will go pick up our rental car to drive to Utah, and then Thursday morning we leave. Then we come back on Monday night, and Tuesday I get on a plane for Kansas. I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as silly as 4th of July. Something like that. I don't know the words. It's been a long time since I've seen Oklahoma. But some words just stick, you know? All right, I am going to put a secondary line right here. Did the chipmunk come out?
No.
Oh dear. I was thinking blast rock and roll music.
I thought about that too, actually.
I'll look it up when I'm done and see what we can come up with. Nope, the squirrel's still there. I always like to do these double lines, and I always forget doing them. Oh. Oh no, Z just told me, Z said there's no apostrophe in ABCs. Well, it's too bad. It's there. I'm not putting a heart there or anything. Too bad. So sad. You can barely see it. And it wouldn't be a Lindsay project if there weren't mistakes. Because I put a mistake up here. I put a U where there was a Q. You know, go figure. But thank you, Z. Found a great picture of my father-in-law from his high school senior picture. It was really cool that we're going to do a whole, I guess they're going to have a string of photos, like a garland or a wreath or whatever. So I have to print out a bunch of pictures of my father-in-law. Hearts going there. I have a sweatshirt, or I had a sweatshirt, I don't know if I still have it, that says, is that why, no, what does it say? It has the alphabet. It says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all that. And it says, is that why there's a song about that? Or something. I wish I could remember it now. I can't remember what it says, but it's really funny. Is that why they're in that order? Because of the song? I can't remember. I just can't remember. I can tell you I need water. Okay, well, she's cute. Water. I'm as corny as Kansas and Now I can't stop singing that song. It's funny that when I do it with a pen, I'm less shaky than I am with a pencil. I'm very shaky with a pencil. Maybe because I'm going faster. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I'm still shaky, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I want dots in her wings. And then we have to decide on colors. I'm thinking blue, green, and purple. Because I love those colors. I love her hair also. Okay. Kevin says, now I want to go back and add some details to mine. Do it, Kevin. Do it. Details make or break you. I learned that from CSI. Got to have all the details before you go to court. Details matter. Where were you at 9:31 and 30 seconds? Well, officer, I don't remember. Okay, I love her. Let's do purples and blues and greens. Okay, let's do also a couple more hearts up top there, kind of to balance everything out. I want a bigger one over here. Kind of balance out that crazy spot where I did a U. And right here, I think. I'm going to get too many. Stop. Stop in the name of the before you break my heart. Think it over. Think it over. Come here, pretty brush. Oh, I don't ever think I've used this brush. It's a number 6 Princeton. I don't like this thing on here, but if I take it off, it might be sticky, so I'm not going to. I have not done a blonde girl yet with just totally yellow hair. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. So the good news is with the yellow, I can let it dry and then go over it with something darker because I don't like it already. All right. Let's do her wings, a very light blue if I can. That's almost just a dirty water blue. Yeah, that yellow is not staying. Okay. See? think it needs just a hint of purple though. I like that. So quiet right now, you guys. I love it so much. Oh, hold on. She needs a heart on her shirt. And I'm trying to decide what to do with her head. That yellow is just atrocious, if you ask me. There's a golder color, brown. Oh no, he's gonna start sanding. That might mean I'm done. Because you might not be able to hear me. You may only be able to hear the sanding. In which case, I can keep drawing. He's gonna blast rock and roll music soon. So that could be a problem. It's a better color. Not a perfect color. Better. Whoa, that is pink. Get some water. Well, I'm just gonna stay pink. Trying to take some off. Well, again, it's just pink. All right, so let's decide. Let's just start by making her shirt green, and then once I do that, I can go, okay, now I know what other colors to use. Dogs are worried that the jackhammering is going to start again. Little do they know, there's no jackhammering. It's going to be worse. I don't know what's worse, jackhammering, tile, or sanding cabinets. I'm thinking rainbowish for the top, but not all colors of the rainbow, just purple, blue, and green. Hey, Bugsy, stop. Wherever you are, or whoever's doing that. Take some of that blue out. Okay, I like that. I think we'll leave that heart black. Oh, do you hear that jet? That's like a military jet. That always makes me think there's like an apocalypse coming. That was very kind of scary. I did not like it, I must say. It went over really fast. Okay, well that, I should have waited a little longer. That wasn't quite dry right there. Now I'm making it worse. Just hold on. Add more green to this. let that dry and then put the pink in, Lindsay. Honey, did you hear that jet?
Yeah, I saw it.
What was it?
Like an F something?
Like military? He's busy. Okay. So I'm going to go from green to yellow, or am I? I'm not. I'm actually not. Because I said green, blue, and purple, and I mean it. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the coloring in detail with pens or pencils until it all dries a bit. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, no. Everything fell. My dogs are so scared. They're both sitting on my feet. I know they're both petrified that something bad is going to happen, and it is. It's going to get loud here. Okay, I'm liking these colors. I'm liking it. Yes, Carol, my appointment did go fine. It didn't go great because I have essential tremors, which is what I thought it was going to be. So I don't have Parkinson's. That's the good news. And I really didn't think I did, but you know, when you wait a year to get in to see a doctor, your mind goes in all directions. So, grateful about that. What color is this? Not that color. I want like a weird blue color that I normally, not that color. That color. That's the one. I kind of smooth this out. Very large area there of color. Okay, and then purple. I want purple. Where's that other purple? Kind of like this purple. Very light. Woody, it's okay. You're gonna be okay. He's freaking out. You know how when it's really hot outside and you do one errand, like go to the doctor at 8:30 in the morning, and then you're like, I can't do anything else. I am super tired. But I have to do more things. Okay, well, I like her a lot. Let's blow dry that. I'm gonna do a raspberry kind of color here. Kind of purple. Kind of pinkish. But I don't know what to do next now. I don't have a color that goes after that except hot pink. Ho hum. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. I don't know what color this is. No, too close. What color is this? No. I think it's got to be a bright pink. There's no other choice. Yep. Good choice. So yesterday I saw somewhere that there's a new Gabby Petito movie about the fake kidnapping. Or no, Gabby Petito is the girl whose boyfriend killed her out in the middle of the desert. Because he was just a crazy lunatic. And I think there's a new movie on. And I can't find it. I gotta find it. Okay, so next, let's do her shoes, I think, to match her top. And I'm not sure what to do with the background yet. I'm thinking black. I do love me a good black background these days. I don't know. Let's blow dry this. Maybe this light blue. This color right here. I can take it out and check it. Yeah, I think that color. The other one's too dark. I'm glad I made her hair darker. I did not like that yellow at all. Oh yeah, I like this light blue. It's kind of a greenish, aqua-ish blue. Pretty. And she is not going to get any skin color. Okay. Not sure what to do tomorrow. I was thinking of a dog lover, or I don't want to do a grandpa. I don't want to do a grandma. I want to do some other sunshine girl that's like iconically me. So it could be just an animal lover with bunnies and kitties and puppies. Could be that. I don't know yet. Okay, well, the background's really pretty. Oh, a little too dark. Kevin, this is a good size brush. It's a number 6, but if you want a smaller brush, try a number 4. It's the one I seem to use the most, but it also probably is smushed because I do not take good care of brushes. Oh, the dogs just left my feet because they thought Brent crumbling up paper was food. Funny. Wrong. Yeah, these are not horribly expensive. I think they're about $9 a piece versus like $25 a piece for really expensive crazy brushes. Just take care of the points and use a different brush to scrub with rather than this brush. It's just a cheap brush. Like, see what I'm doing now? I should not be doing this with this brush. Oh, I just ran into her leg. Okay. All right, I think I'm good, but it is dry enough, I think, that I can go back a little bit. That's a pretty blue. A little darker than what I was hoping for. But it's pretty. Try this one. Pretty. Now I'm going to take this purple that's a different purple than what I painted the purple background with. And then, I can't remember what color that was. Oh, right, it's this color. I'm going to use the exact same color, just more pigment to go in the middle of these letters. Hopefully. Same color. Oh, I forgot the Y. Oh, that's dark. There we go. And then this is this color. This is a really nice brush. I don't do well with the really teeny tiny brushes. My husband has a bunch of those for his model building, for his little toy cars and trains and stuff that he builds. But I don't do well with it. Am I down far enough? Can you guys see the detail? And then this one, oh, I forgot to go to the post office. I gotta go to the post office. Okay. I'm like holding my breath when I do this. I don't even know why. I think that's the one I used, but I'm not sure. I think that's it. I can't wait to get these all printed. Very excited. Lisa says, I brought brushes from the Brush Guys. You can buy online, and I believe you can go to their store in San Diego. If I only lived near San Diego, that's like 700 miles away from me. Really, I'm not kidding. Not going there anytime soon, but thank you. What, did you buy this brand of brush, or did you buy their own brush brand? Let me know. Okay, getting there. That is not dark enough. That is dark enough. Where's my green? I'm really holding my breath when I paint all this. I wish I could tell you why. I just don't know why. But it is kind of fun not being here in the morning right now, because I can take all the time I want. I mean, I could do that in the morning also. I just don't feel good doing it. I like being on time in the morning because the dogs expect me to do a certain thing at a certain time. All right, so I think she's basically done, but let's go over. Well, I'm gonna have to look up the Brush Guys. Putting paints away. I don't need those anymore. Let's get pencils. I'll start with the aqua blue. And if he starts hammering or sanding and you can't hear me, I'm gonna take off and leave this joint because it's gonna get loud. I'm gonna go in the other room with the dogs because they're gonna get scared. Okay. I like this, but it needs a little purple. The Art Sherpa used to recommend the Brush Guys. Who's the Art Sherpa, Linda? Or what is an Art Sherpa? I would say, who is the Art Sherpa? I guess I better find out. Love her wings now. Where's the white? See the wings? A little closer. Wish you could really see this. So it's really cool with the white. and the turquoise and the lavender. Okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet and draw some lines in her shirt with white. Okay, love that. I think I'm gonna go polka dots up here, including that heart, but I'm not sure yet. Yes, I like the dots up here. I mean, it's too late if I don't like them. Luckily I do. Cute. Okay. Now, we're going to go with some pencil lines. And I'm thinking about putting something in the background there, but I haven't quite decided on that yet. Not quite sure. Cinnamon Cooney passed away in the past year, but you can still find her videos, primarily acrylic, but also watercolors. That's who's the art Sherpa? Well, that's very sad that she passed away. I don't like that, hearing that at all. Sorry to hear that. I always forget how much I love colored pencils until I start using them again. And then I really like them. Because you can color light and you can color dark just like watercolors. Super easy. This one needs a good sharpening. Well, I'm done. There it goes. Little Led Zeppelin. Can you hear it? Is it bothering anybody? It doesn't bother me. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, he started it again. He turned it off for a minute, put it back on. Okay, I like that. Hey, Bugsy. What? Bugsy, what? It's Dad. It's okay. Well, almost done here. Yes, he is getting ready for next month's prompts. Gonna do every other one. I think if my husband ever had to work at a job where the boss did not allow music, that he would probably quit. So funny. I love him so much. All right, I need a pink. This one should work. And then I gotta fix those shoes somehow. There we go. My son went to see Weird Al Yankovic the other night and he said it was so good. I remember him singing Weird Al Yankovic songs when he was young. Funny. All right. I said you're going to have to be careful and not sing. We don't want to get us kicked off. I don't know if they're doing that anymore, Carol. I don't know if they're kicking off for singing. I think they've got bigger fish to fry. I don't know. All right. Well, now I just have to decide. Yes. I think I am going to put some patterns in the back here, but in monochromatic colors and not white. Maybe not every section. Have I been here more than an hour? I told my husband I'd be a half hour. Little did I know I was going to get so involved. Okay, that one's good. Hi Donna, good afternoon. I'm about done here, so don't get too excited. I'm leaving. And then I will share this to YouTube for those of you YouTube watchers. I know there's a few. I can't do it. I'm adding some white. I just can't. Oh, he turned it down. He must have thought it was too loud. Not too loud for me, honey. Almost done. What do you think? Not that color. I like this color. Crazy amount of detail in this one. I love it so much. go white down here in these black dots. Get them a little brighter. They were pretty dark. What do you say? Done? I just don't think so. Yeah. If I keep going, it's going to get too much. Woody's fine. Thank you for asking. Woody, they asked about you. All right. I think I like the background just plain. And I like the alphabet in her dress. Love her crown. Yeah, I'm done. I'm happy. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I think I'm here tomorrow. Let's just look. I think I can see my calendar. Tomorrow, I am here tomorrow. No, nothing planned. Nothing crazy. All right, so same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Not this time though. Our regular 8:30 or 8 o'clock time. All right, have a great day. I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'll take pictures of her and share them. Okay, bye.